U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a full travel ban on 12 countries and partial ban on 7 others. Their countries his administration deems dangerous, calling them a risk to national security. Reporter Steve Futterman is on this story for us. He joins us now from Los Angeles. So, Steve, what are the details on these bans?
Well, Arthi, if you hear travel ban and Donald Trump, you may say, didn't I hear this once before? Yes, in 2017, Donald Trump imposed what was widely called a Muslim ban. This is similar, not identical. As you mentioned, 12 countries will be affected with this total travel ban. We can take a look at some of them now. Mostly countries in the Middle East and Africa, among them Afghanistan, Libya, Iran, Somalia. There are other countries, 7 other countries, we can take a look at those right now, who will be given partial travel bans. These countries include, you see there, Cuba, Laos, and Venezuela. Now, Trump, in making his announcement last night, talked about people who enter the U.S. and don't leave, people who enter the U.S. legally who don't leave, and people who enter the U.S. illegally. Take a listen.
The recent terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, has underscored the extreme dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them. We will not allow people to enter our country who wish to do us harm, and nothing will stop us from keeping America safe.
Now, the man he referred to there in Colorado, he was an Egyptian man, entered the country legally, but stayed beyond his work permit. Ironically, Egypt is not on either of those lists. Now, there are some exemptions. Green card holders will be exempted. And very interestingly, Arthi, people who are athletes and coaches for next year's World Cup and the 2028 Summer Olympics here in L.A., they are also exempted from this travel ban. So we'll see how it goes. But right now, this is scheduled to take effect on Monday.
As with many of the U.S. president's recent policies or proposals, there are legal challenges often. Is that the case here, too?
There will be. We haven't seen any today. This was just announced last night, but I would not be surprised if we see some legal challenges as early as today. And there has been some, pushback. Let's take a listen to a UN representative in Africa who's very much opposed to what Trump is proposing.
Refugees are coming in very dire situation. What they are reporting to us is difficult to hear. Horrendous stories of human rights violation. They are fleeing in terror. Many under fire, extortion, as they reported to us.
Now, these are some people who might have been allowed into the U.S. before the travel ban, who might not be allowed to right now. And this is one of the big concerns, people who need to leave, who the U.S. is one of their only places of refugee status they can get. Will they be prevented from coming here? Now, you mentioned the legal challenges. There were legal challenges in 2017. In fact, the Supreme Court, after several revisions where Trump's proposals were rejected, Trump tweaked his proposals, and the Supreme Court gave him eventually basically broad authority to stop people from certain countries from entering the U.S. So it'll be very difficult, I think, for legal challenges because the Trump people know what they can do and they know what was rejected in 2017.
Steve, thanks for the latest on this. That's reporter Steve Futterman in Los Angeles.